So this is the interior of the new BMW M4. It's a nice steering wheel, and it's just look at the interior, and you really can't really tell that it's a new car. Basically, the design style is pretty much the same as the previous generation of BMWs. Audi has now moved to having dual touchscreens, which some people like, some people don't like. Mercedes, they at least have a design language every generation or so. But BMW, they don't really bring any big changes to their designs. They've stuck with the same design for quite some time, and it's fine if people like it. Anyway, there are two models in the M4. One is the regular one, which has 473 horsepower. This one is the 503 competition model. So it has a 3-liter straight 6 engine. It's a twin turbo one, and just thought I'd show you this interior in detail. So since this is the competition model, you have a little more technical details just here and there. So you have the carbon fiber parts here on the steering wheel, in the center as well, and you have these M logo colored stitching. So if you haven't seen the M logo, it has red, blue and light blue color on it. In fact, here is the logo. Yes, you can see that the stitching matches the logo, and yeah, it's pretty nice. You have a large dashboard which is all digital now. Some people don't like that. I don't know why. And you have some, of course, buttons here on the steering wheel for the phone and the cruise control settings. You even have carbon fiber pedals for changing the gears. You have the plus one here to increase the gear. You have the minus one to, of course, bring down the gear. And of course, you have two buttons for M. One is M1, one is M2. This is for how crazy you are willing to drive this car without any computer assist. So here's the rest of the interior. That's the large touchscreen. You have air conditioning controls here, and then you have some multimedia functions here. And this is the new gear stick that they've made for it. It's nice. You have the iDrive controller here as well. You have the M competition logo here, and of course you have the carbon fiber trim going all around the buttons. So you have different buttons here: traction control, parking sensors, reverse camera, engine start-stop button, and M mode button, and of course some more like a setup and the exhaust sound button. You have the electronic parking brake here, and you have the another button here. Plus you have this iDrive controller. So this is basically like a mouse. You can rotate it, and you can control all aspects of the onboard computer through this. So you can rotate it, you can move it in almost 8 directions, and the top is a touch sensitive button which allows you to scroll menus. You have some shortcuts here: back option, media, home, map. So of course when you're driving the car, you can easily just press any button and that option will pop up on your screen. So you don't have to really look through the menus or search through the home button and go back to the main menu. Just press the button and it'll just pop up. So it's pretty cool, and what they've done is now made the buttons really flat. You don't really feel them. I think if they were a little more I don't know what's the word, a little more textured, maybe then the driver could feel them while driving without taking his eyes off the road. So you have a nice and spacious interior. It's pretty cool. Plus I have something very special to show you in this particular car. So all the electronics, everything here is pretty much the latest technology you can find from BMW. And I think it's pretty cool. And yes, I wanted to show you these. This is the sports seat. Look at how amazing they are, and well, just how weird they are. Like, there's so much missing in them. They're pretty much hollow, and of course this is to save weight, and the whole back is of course carbon fiber, and these are optional extras. So these are the most expensive seats you can have in this model. They're pretty cool, and they're mediumly comfortable. The rear seats, they're fine, they're just okay. Of course if you have very tall passengers, they will have some difficulty sitting there. The rear leg room is just okay. It's not a 4-seater. That's the M3. That's the four-seater, sorry, the four-door model. So yeah, the interior is nice, the steering wheel is nice to hold, and I now want to show you the exterior of the car. So you can get this car for around 484,000 dirhams. That's quite high, and for a little more you can get a 911 Carrera. So this is the rear. You have the new diffuser, exhaust pipe layout, and a little spoiler on the boot with the M4 logo in black, because this is the competition model. So I love this color. The wheels are nice as well. Let's come and see the front. The front of this car, well, it took me a while to get used to it, and actually I like the front of the M model more than the 4 Series model. So yeah, this is it. This is the new grille. You have a black trim everywhere. You even have some carbon fiber. Let me show you up close. So yes, this is it. You have the M4 Competition logo on the grille. You have some interesting detail. You have this really big front splitter that's noticeable. Then you have these air intakes on the sides as well, and those are all surrounded by carbon fiber. Here, look at those. So you can even see a small radiator there. I'm not sure what that is connected to, but yeah, since this car is more powerful and of course it needs more air. Then you have these side vents as well. These are nice. I've seen these in the McLaren Speedtail, and they remind me of the Senna as well. The Senna has these flaps underneath the headlights. They kind of remind me of that. So this is a design element that I didn't notice in the photos. So it's a nice touch. Of course, these are the headlights. The headlights are now laser technology related headlights. I mean, not related, they have laser technology, so that's why they're more powerful. They have a much longer range. You have these design in the hood as well. Looks like air vents, but they're not really air vents. So overall the car is nice. It's not bad. Would I buy it? There's another model that I really like, the Z4, that has the 3-liter engine as well, and this was made, of course, along with the Toyota Supra. So this car has the same engine as you would find in the Toyota Supra, and of course BMW is the one that provided the engine and the electronics for that car. So would I buy this M4? It's hard to say. I think the C63 is also very nice. The RS5 is good, but I still like the M4 a little bit. The only car I would not take over this is the Alfa Romeo GTA, the new one. I think it's based on the Giulia. Anyway, this is the interior. So have a look at my channel. I have a lot of other videos of sports cars, supercars, SUVs, even hypercars, Koenigseggs, Bugattis, Porsches, regular supercars like the Lamborghini and Ferrari, McLaren and all. So this is the carbon fiber seats. This is how they look from the back, and they're quite slim, of course, to reduce weight. The M logo on the seats also lights up when the car is started. That's a nice touch, actually.